What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV, back with another video. And apparently, the Detroit Lions, my favorite NFL team, tried out Nathan Peterman today. And also, Patriots owner Robert Kraft said today that Colin Kaepernick, needs to get back with the team, and back in the NFL. They face a collusion case that has epic proportions, and the NFL is treating the collusion case, don't seem to be important, but it may be reasons why. And Peterman is obviously not an NFL caliber quarterback, not close. He might not even start on some high school teams. He might not be high school level, all right? And, for him to continue, for him to spark out in the NFL, he threw like 6 picks and a half, something like that last year. He was terrible all this year. They went to go get Derek Anderson off the street. He got to be about 80 years old, all right? They got him off the streets and finally released Nathan Peterman after he got chance after chance after chance after chance, all right? Then he gets an opportunity to try out with the Detroit Lions. I don't get it, okay? That's definitely a big slap in the face to Colin Kaepernick, all right? Period. However you slice the cake, you can't tell me that they don't have they're not bonding together and keeping him out the NFL. That's a fact. They keeping him directly out the NFL. This is the biggest slap in the face. Another slap in the face was the last season in coming in the off season. The Baltimore Ravens brought in Arena League quarterback and kept him on his roster until Joe Flacco got healthy. So we've been slap after slap for Colin Kaepernick. And maybe they feel like they might win the collusion case, and they don't feel like they gotta let Kaepernick in. Or maybe another side of the coin is the fact that they don't want to let Kaepernick in, and seem like they just gave him an opportunity, and they want to admit guilt. So it seems like the NFL, want to play it neutral, but by Robert Kraft coming out here and saying that the NFL needs to let Kaepernick back in the league and get him back in the league, the collusion case, which is going on behind closed doors, might not be going their way. Obviously, they let Eric Reed, who's a part of the collusion case as well, back into the NFL. And I don't think it's pretty much helping their cause because he's been drug tested over 5 times since he played. He only played about 3 or 4 weeks or whatever in the NFL. And they test him before, after games, all types of stuff for random drug tests. And they trying to, find a way to get him out the league. Okay? So, at the same time, maybe the NFL feel like, what, it's at the point where, we probably going to lose the collusion case. We still ain't going to let them back in the league. They're not obligated. No team is obligated to sign Colin Kaepernick. But what they going through their phone records, their text messages, and stuff of that nature, if he sues the league and wins the collusion case, which would be humongous because it abolishes the CBA a year or 2 early. So the CBA is done. So the NFLPA, Players Association and Union, the Morris Smith, the president of that, and the NFL owners, Roger Goodell, got to start, negotiating a new collective bargaining agreement. And one of the things on the topic for that is going to be the cut. No matter how many people show up to NFL games and attend NFL games, the NFL owners this year got $250 million in profit sharing or something, whatever you want to call it. So each team, no matter if they, 2 people, 10 people show up, they got $250 million. And the NFL players got some of the worst contracts in sports history, And the franchise tag is one of the most atrocious things in history. That in the next CBA, which is going to be up in a year or 2 anyway, that in itself is something that the players got to get out of there. They can't probably get guaranteed contracts, but they have to get rid of and abolish the franchise tag. But it just shows you that the NFL does have something against Colin Kaepernick. He put all this in motion. He started kneeling. They censored him. All right, and people want to say, what is he doing? He ain't doing nothing. He just wanted attention. Obviously, you could say he wanted attention if you want to. I don't think he wanted attention because he ain't out here with a video camera recording all the good deeds that he's doing in the offseason because he doing a ton of great things and still donating a hell of a lot of money. He ain't out here videotaping every time he go to, with a dashiki on, giving out suits and doing stuff for people. He probably done a ton of stuff that we ain't even heard of yet. So people gonna continue to say, what is he doing? He's disrespecting our vet. A sign of kneeling has never been a sign of disrespecting anything. It's never. So at the end of the day, you kneel when you go to mass for the Catholics. All right. Islamics, Muslim, I believe, excuse me if I'm wrong, they kneel when they pray. The Marine kneels for a fallen soldier. Armies, Air Force, they kneel for fallen soldiers. So kneels have never been a sign of disrespect. But people want to twist it that way to make him seem like he crazy. But he ain't. But ain't no way Nathan Peterman, you could tell me, can get a tryout and get an opportunity at another shot in the NFL in the way he playing, and Colin Kaepernick can't. At the end of the day, Robert Kraft coming out here saying we need to get him in the NFL. Yeah, Robert Kraft, he's been rubbing shoulders with Meek Mills. He's been, a lot of guys in the black community, Gucci Man, Meek Mill. He talked to Meek Mill in prison. He seemed to be in touch, with the upper echelon, elite or notable urban people in the community, but if it come out where these phone records come out and it will be made public, if this collusion case proves the favor in Colin Kaepernick, he will get a ton of money probably. But not only just that, if that comes out and some phone records come out, text messages come out that, he was involved with it and he said some things about keeping Kaepernick out the league. He said some racist stuff, and racist stuff was said between the owners, trust me. They really want to settle with Kaepernick and give him some money under the table and let this go away. But Kaepernick seems so headstrong that he can't do that. He can't do it. He can't do what Malcolm Jenkins did. What Eric Reed said Malcolm Jenkins did was take money for the players to stop kneeling and stuff of that nature for the NFL Players Coalition. He can't do it. They're going to have to offer him so much money, which it ain't money thing. If they really wanted to, all the 32 owners, they could offer Kaepernick $1 billion and tell this to go away and just negotiate with his people. And honestly, Kaepernick would be smart to take the $1 billion or $500 million and go away. I'm going to tell you why. Because the CBA, it ain't going to never favor the players. The players can't, that will be the point of this. They're not only making NFL owners like fools and they're revealing it. We already know the NFL owners and how they was talking and some of the racial undertones they had towards Colin Kaepernick with their text messages and phone records that was taken away, confiscated. We know that. It ain't going to shock nobody. It ain't going to stop nobody from watching NFL. People going to come back and watch that product until the wheels come off. The people that stop watching NFL, back watching it. And the people that stop watching it is because of the rule changes. But, why, he should go ahead and take the money because he do so much for the community with the money. But I understand him wanting to expose the owners. But guess what? They abolished the CBA. The NFL players not going to get the CBA they deserve or they want. Ain't going to be no guaranteed contracts. They probably not going to get rid of the franchise tag. Because the NFL players live paycheck to paycheck like Mary Jo, Sue, Bob, Rashad, and Rick. Just like we live paycheck to paycheck out here in the poor class and middle class people, some of them live paycheck to paycheck as well. The NFL players live paycheck to paycheck. James Harrison revealed that. That's why they took a sorry CBA last time, because the players was going broke. They didn't have enough money to maintain. They don't have money on the side coming in. All their NFL income is coming in from the NFL, not from endorsements. They blowing that money. They don't have no businesses. They blowing that money. They blowing all their money. So, by the time you get into it's time to get checks out and bonuses come out and signing bonuses and roster bonuses come out, they need that check. And without that check, they broke. So they sell out the CBA. They sell out, money for now instead of money later that they can get more money of the TV money and more money on the back end and better contracts and free agency early. So at the end of the day, Colin Kaepernick, it don't really matter. Because if he take the bullet and they prove this collusion case, he get a couple million or 100 million, whatever they end up giving him for that, they gonna give him 500 million or $1 billion. I'm just hypothetically speaking. Take it, because NFL players gonna drop the ball regardless. The NFLPA is the worst union I ever heard of, especially on this type of level, the magnitude of this level. They gonna get a shitty contract anyway, But that's just my perspective on it. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know what y'all think. I definitely appreciate everybody for rolling in, checking us out. Don't forget, we on Facebook and Twitter. Also got the Facebook group. First 3 links in the description. Also, you want to make a donation to the channel. That link's in the description as well. Do me one better. Share the videos trying to reach 10,000 subs. Help your boy out. Share it across social media. Y'all know what it is. We go.